tell you what's happened so far. It's been a pretty hectic week or so. We drove to Stockholm on Sunday, and on Sunday night we caught a ferry to Helsinki, spent Monday in Helsinki, and then Monday night came back to Sweden, then spent Tuesday in Stockholm. It was, when we were in Stockholm, we went to Gamla stan, which was awesome. Seriously, it's old town. Gamla means old. It was absolutely beautiful. The buildings there, they're just indescribable. Like, they've been there for years. Like, they totally survived the world wars and they never got bombed, and they're all in like perfect condition almost. It was absolutely beautiful. And then we walked around and had some, went and had pizza for lunch. Then when we were driving the car to the place where to the parking lot where you can keep it for a couple of days, so we could go on the ferry. We realised we had a flat tire, which was kind of shit. But we went for a walk, and got some pizza and some groceries, and then we went and got on the boat. It was on a nice boat. The view from the deck was amazing. It was absolutely beautiful. It's just island after island after island getting out of Sweden. And then when we did, we went and sat in the club, which was at the back of the boat. It was a massive window, so we just went and sat and watched the water. And it was incredible. And then we got to Finland, Helsinki in the morning, and that was pretty cool. It rained the entire time we were there. Just pissed down raining, which was kind of shit. But at the same time, it's going to be something that we talk about for a while. It's not just like, oh, I went to Helsinki. It was, when I was in Helsinki, it rained all fucking day. We went and saw some church. That's pretty much all we did, was we went and looked at churches and stuff. We went and saw the oldest church in Helsinki, which is the main one. It was absolutely beautiful. Then on the boat, on the ferry back, we kind of just stayed in the club for most of it. Sarah and Alex went off and did their own thing, made some friends, and did some dancing, and it was pretty cool. Jeremy and I played Pirates, which was awesome. Then Tuesday, when we got into Stockholm, it was still raining, and then it rained some more. But we went to the Vasa Museum. Oh my god, if you ever go to Stockholm, you have to go to the Vasa Museum. It's absolutely amazing. The ship sunk 300 years ago, whatever. Longer than that. But they pulled it up about 50 years ago. It sunk within 4 minutes of its first, sail. It sunk. And because it was in the Baltic doesn't have the right sort of chemicals, the right sort of salt level for shipworms, so there was barely any damage done to the boat. There's only a few things that they've had to replace, but they pulled it up, and it's the detailing that's still there. It's like, God, man, you've been underwater for how many hundreds of years? But no, it was cool. And then we got some candy and sat in a park. When we were in Stockholm on Sunday, we went to the palace and we got held in the dungeon by the army. We were held captive by the army. It's pretty cool. So that was fun. Then we went on our way back from Stockholm to Gävle, we stopped in Uppsala because I hadn't been there. So Mum and Dad were like, "We'll take you to Uppsala for dinner." We walked around, and it's a university town, and then by the river there were these three people, and I saw one of them, and I'm like, "Is that guy in a bathrobe?" He was in a bathrobe, and then Dad, when we walked around the river, Dad went up to them and was like, "Hey, can I get a photo of you with my daughter? Because you guys look ridiculous." So I got a photo with this Batgirl, some guy, the Master, and his apprentice, Daniel-san, which was cool. Then got back to Gävle on Wednesday, did Sweet FA because we were just so exhausted from the trip, and because we walked everywhere, and I've been to 4 countries in like 5 days, so I was buggered. So I just had a lazy day, and then last night, Helena, our next door neighbour, invited me out with her friend Jason and Jason's boss Lee. So we went to a really, really seedy, dodgy place to sing karaoke. It was awesome. It was like, it was a really good time till Jason got a little bit aggro. Sometimes he drank a little bit too much. I won the headbutt competition we had. And then he smacked the back of my head into the bar, and I still have a headache from it. But, you know, it was all in good fun. And, yeah, so it was pretty cool. An Aussie, a Swede, a Canuck, and a Pom. So it's a good mix for a good night. So I got at home at 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah, and got up like an hour ago. But yeah, now I'm just sitting in the park next to the river and the church, and it's really nice here. I wish I could stay here longer, but when we get to England and, you know, I've worked for a bit, I'm gonna come back and spend some time with Helena. And yeah, so it should be cool. I've had a fun week, but I'm gonna go eat my cheeseburger because I'm really hungry. So yeah, see you next time.